Hey, what's going on YouTube? Mr. Football Coach here. Today, I'm going to be breaking open my very first football playbook that I made for my very first team that I had. And so I thought this would be a cool idea just to show you guys kind of where I come from and talk about like my very first year. It's a very interesting story about how like I got to this team because I didn't actually get a high school coaching job right out of the gate. I got a youth coaching job at a school. I was still volunteering at the time, my very first year. But I worked for this 5th and 6th grade team. I coached this team for 3 years, and this was our very first year. We were the Bobcats. This was the 5th and 6th grade, 5th and 6th grade Pee Wee football team, and our motto was all in. And this is awesome. But like, I want to warn you, if you are a football guru, you know plays, you know schemes. This is a 22-year-old football coach, fresh out of college, who came up with this. Like, this is not me today. This is nowhere close to what I even do today. So like, this is like, this is 4 years old, but like this brings back memories. And so I just want to break this open to you guys and just show you what's in here, because it's almost embarrassing, because for a long time, like, I didn't really understand my first year how to like incorporate blocking schemes and to incorporate passing concepts. I just didn't understand all that. And it took me, about until my second year in to really figure a lot of that out. So we're going to go ahead and break open the cover here. And there is some stuff here on the side that this is like some Joe Daniel football stuff, but that's like to another playbook in itself. Well, like what I did was I would take these, I made these like in Word or whatever, I made these little play cards. Well, what I would do is I would take this out to practice, and all right, like, I got the job like 2 weeks before the school started, and we only had like a week or two of practice, so I had to teach all these kids that I coached, my offensive system. And so, I would take this book out there and, I would show them the play or whatever, but there's actually some stuff right here on the side. I'm sure this is stuff that I just didn't use. And some of this you'll see is like, this is slot zip, pitch right, just a play here. Wasn't very fancy with like, putting in together, cards for the defense or anything. I do have a very strong like background in defense, but for the offensive side, we had to really teach them that and then just play kind of a base defense. But yeah, this is Bobcat, flip power left. That's not even how you block power, because we were zoning power to the left. So it's not right. But and then this looks like some kind of formation I was trying to make. I think we ended up calling that something. There's ISO left with some zone motion. I remember that. Anyway, I'm going to get into, I think this was part of another playbook, and we'll go through every year. I've had a playbook, so we'll go through all of these eventually. Like, this is funny. I remember when I was ordering the Riddell Revolution, maybe, I don't think I ever ordered an attack, but I was getting like stuff like this because I was trying to upgrade our equipment and all that good stuff. These are the ones we got, the Edge. So I got like 8 of those that next year and a lot of shut helmets. But anyway, we're going to go through the main part of this playbook. And like I said, it is kind of embarrassing to go back and look through. And these are not, I remember how I did this. These aren't in order of how like I set these up. Like, these were the plays that are at the front here were kind of plays that we were using at that current week. So like stuff that's near the back was stuff we didn't use as much. So we have pistol diamond split, which we're in the diamond formation and out of the pistol. Split tells our tight ends, to go be X and Y receivers. And so we were just zoning on the offensive line, and we were just running 18 counter, which I guess we were running it with our T, which 18 counter for me, I don't remember how I was doing the numbering system for our backs. There's another one. 16 dive. Like I said, I don't remember how we did that, but we were just base blocking up front. Nothing to advance here. And this is really embarrassing to this day. But here's one, gun left. naked right. So we loaded up the left side here, and we were running a naked concept with like a drag and a post corner out, whatever. Wrote down here bootleg. Oh, this is funny. Gun left, sweep left. So we got like a sniffer back. This was our gun package, which is just pistol. I don't know why I called it gun. And so we've got like our, what I called the halfback 2. I wasn't real fancy with like naming. I would name all this differently if I did it right now and block all this differently as well. But it looked like we were just running off like, just a sweep play here. 47 Trojan was a sweep play we did. And this is actually like a true play I think I got from the high school, a Trojan series play where you're handing off kind of on a jet sweep. We were good at the jet sweep. Like I haven't even got to the jet stuff yet. But it looks like we're just handing off here kind of on a fly sweep motion. Okay, so we got some passing concepts. So most of our passes, so we get empty. I love empty formation. Love it to death. But what I called Tennessee was, I guess, a concept that I made up. I'll be honest, I probably, and everybody does this, and I no longer do this because I can find passing concepts today, but I'm pretty sure I went on NCAA and got this concept off there, which I'm embarrassed to say that because I'm a lot better at passing concepts today. So Iowa looked like some kind of another passing concept with a drag, a vert, and then an option route. I don't know if that was any success for us. I do remember our one passing concept we did really well with, and that was called Arkansas. Well, hold on. I think I'm going backwards here. Breaking stuff. Okay, so that was what we just looked at. Okay, so I remember this play. We had pistol twins right, so we were pistol formation with twins right, and we were running 31 rocket sweep. So we're taking that our fullback, try to get him some love. All right, and then here's the play, the pistol diamond jet right. There ain't no telling how much we ran this play to death. I mean, all it is diamond formation, jet sweep with your halfback 2 there, which would be the Z today. We're zone blocking up front. Good play for us. Probably the play we ran the most. Then we would also we would fake the speed option with the quarterback and halfback. So there'd be certain times where we'd call pistol diamond jet right fake. And so these guys would just take it off, they would just take it off the speed option right there. Okay, and then so we've got midline dive. This was not the midline, granted. And I just called it midline dive. To be honest, don't know why. It was just called, I know midline concept today, but I didn't I didn't understand how to block it. Like I said. All right, and so this one, bunch was a good play for us. We would bunch right, sweep right. That was also, it was just a toss play out here. Okay, so here we go. And we've got the same bunch play going to the left. All right, so we got this play. I remember drawing up this one. This was a Michigan concept that we called it. 70 pro. So I guess we're in 70 protection with 7 guys blocking. Got a tight end running a post and a double wheel. I don't really remember having too much success with that because it was really hard to teach the kids how to do the wheel route successfully. And so that's what I remember having a lot of trouble with. Same thing here. Really tried to use the wheel. I thought that could be a good play for us, but it just didn't. I don't think it really worked out as well. All right, and then we get in the power I. And so we're in the power I, what we called Bobcat. And this was 13 blast, where we're just, to me, this is ISO, double ISO. We had same thing here, power I, tight end up. Easy play. And then 27 power left. This is not how you block power. Because normally, I don't know. It just didn't. That play, these plays at the back just probably didn't. We scrapped a lot of these after a while. But, I started out, we were running, pistol diamond, and then we were in, power I as well. So here's 35 fullback dive. Just simple dive play to the fullback. Let's see, I tried to tell him that there's the 5-hole right there. All right, and I remember this play, empty quarterback power right. That was just a simple play. We'd get quick yards on that. Not how you block power, because we were zoning it. But empty was always a good set. Arkansas was a good one because we had these, and this might be too. This is definitely too complex for youth football. It just is. But I named all these routes, and we got good at empty. We got good at empty Arkansas. We had our drags over the middle, just like a simple check down route, and then 2 deep posts. It was something easy because I could tell the outside guys, they had post routes. Number 2 receivers on both sides had drags, and then the halfback, he just had a 6-yard hitch. Simple concept, not a whole lot to there, not too lot. I don't even know why it's in here, to be honest. But I remember scoring on this play. We would hit our tight end deep, and probably it was too big of a concept for young kids to be running. So we started getting a little bit of motion here. Pistol trips bunch right, jet left, and this is just we'd motion a guy over and we'd run jet with it. And this one, I remember doing this one as well. We had a kid that could really run, and he's too big to carry the football at the time in the league that we played in, and so we'd give him the ball on some jet sweeps, but he didn't. From what I remember, and what I hate about this league that we played in was you had to play, the blocking scheme or the defense. The defensive line always had to be in 2s or 4s, and head up 2s or 4s. You couldn't be in an over or under front, and I hate that because I want to sit there and I want to have defensive fronts to stop certain things, but and I want to talk about this eventually, but you can slant these guys and do different things, but we couldn't sit here and bring a whole lot of heat. And so back then we were what I would call the 44 stack defense. I don't even see our corner over here. I guess it didn't draw him because it didn't matter. Gosh, this is so embarrassing. And then this was our league schedule. This year, during this season, with this team, we went 3-2 in the regular season. And then we got to the regional tournament, lost the first game, and then lost the consolation game afterwards. But it was some great success that we had with that team. It kind of kick-started, the program in the way that I saw it to kind of go. But that's really this playbook. And I've got other things I can show you guys that kind of came with this. So something else that I thought was cool was how we called plays. And I think these are actually wristbands from my second season. Because they don't actually match up. They might. Yeah, they don't match up. But what I did was, I would stick my quarterback with one of these, and I would have one on the sideline, and we'd sit there and call on the play. I would just, call in a play one. I just call the play 1, diamond, midline dive, something simple. 3, slot zip, pitch right. Those are all plays we used. This one you can see a little better. And this, like I said, this will be another playbook for another time with these on here. But I just wanted to kind of share my system of how we called stuff. Yeah, there's not much to this wristband. This one either, I don't think. Yeah. So, very, very simple way we called stuff. But, whenever I figured out how you kind of mesh this stuff all together, it made me more successful with all this, and made it easier to scheme all this stuff. But it was just, it was how I started out, and everybody has this. Everybody has their own start and introduction to football coaching, and this was mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and definitely want to thank you if you stayed until the very end of this video. Thank you. You get a thumbs up. Make sure to like this video. Definitely leave a comment on what you liked in there. This was, like I said, this was when I was 22 years old when I made this up. I've definitely evolved since making this, and I just wanted to share this with you guys today. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time.